We are going to talk through how to have different Bima honors at Beth El. The first thing you need to know is if it's during the day, need a talit and a head covering, even if you are not the service leader. On Friday night, only the service leader that needs the talit. Otherwise, we have an egalitarian congregation with opportunities and obligations that apply to both men. So, let's say you are having an ark opening. Maybe it's during Aleinu, maybe it's at the end of putting away the Torah, and you are coming up to the Bima for your ark opening. What do? Let's watch our two helpers demonstrate how to have an ark opening. The other people on the Bima, while they come up, are going to be the service leader, who may be here, or maybe standing on the other side of the table facing that way. And often the rabbi hangs out. Say hi, Rabbi Lior. Let's see how they open the ark. First, Leah is going to pull the string. How did she know which side to pull? She didn't. She tried one and it worked, so she kept pulling. Then the two people, if there's a couple, each open a gate. If you're doing an ark opening by yourself, then the rabbi or the service leader will open the second gate. When it's time, if you're invited to close the ark, it goes in reverse. Curtain first. And then the gate. If you're invited to close the ark at a bar bat mitzvah, there may be a number of young children standing around waiting to get their candy after the Torah service. But you can go ahead and just close the gate. This is an example of how to have an aliyah here at Beth El. When you come up to the Bima, there are a lot of people here. There's the gabbai who calls people up. There's the Torah reader. There's the person who had the aliyah before you. And there's the second gabbai who checks on the Torah reading and announces pages so we can all follow along. When you're called up, if you're a member of the congregation, there are little cards where they will know your name and call you by your Hebrew name. But if you're not a member of the congregation or your card is missing, when it's your turn for an aliyah, you'll be nearby so that when the gabbai is calling you, then you can fill in your name for them. Let's hear how it goes.
Ya'amod ve'or ben Mikael ve'metal shlishi.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hold on to one side as the Torah reader reads. The reading is complete. Torah reader will point to where they finished. Hold on once again to both sides, and you'll say,
Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. You will move over where the most recent aliyah stands. When people shake your hands, they may say, Yashir Koach or Yashir Kochet, and you will respond, Baruch Tiyeh. When you are called up to do Hagba or Galila, there will be a lot of people on the Bima already. The gabbai who calls you up, the person who had the last aliyah, the second gabbai who's been checking on the Torah reading and announcing page numbers. And that when you come up, you'll actually stand up here a little bit with all these other people while there are some mishaberachs, some blessings for people who are ill, for people who have had honors on the Bima. So you'll be standing for a little bit. If your name is in the Rolodex, then the Gabbai will call it. But if your name is not in the Rolodex because your card is damaged or because you're a guest, if you know you're having the honor of Hagba or Galila, you'll hover near the rabbi after the Torah read, near the Gabbai after the Torah reading finishes, so that you can provide your name. Let's see how it works.
Ya'amod. Yosef ben Gedalia, Rona, Hagba, the Lior ben Mikael, the Metal, Bila.
And then when it's time, they'll motion you forward. Torah, Asher Sam Moshe, Lifnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai, Yad Moshe. When you come to sit down in the front row, the Galila will come to you and will help you roll the two pieces of the scroll together. Then they will take the cloth that ties together the scroll. They'll make the sides even. They'll put it to the front first, closer to the Hagba. Then they'll crisscross in the back, and they'll come to the front, and they'll make a bow. Then you'll be given the Torah cover, and the cover goes with the split side towards you and the closed side towards the Hagba. When you're finished, the Hagba will take the Torah and put it on the stand next to the ark. Making sure that the feet are inside the little feet guard so it doesn't slip. The Torah will stay there till the end of the Torah service, when the person who is leading the Torah service will carry it around the sanctuary and put it away. One more example, so you can see the Galila from the side, so you know a little bit better what's happening. And a little demonstration of a smaller show of Torah. So, pulling it halfway towards you, bending your knees, and lifting up. So, Ta Torah, Asher Sam Moshe, Lifnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai. She put it on with the open side towards her and the closed side towards me. She made a lovely bow in the front. She got her sides even first. I hope that helps you see a little bit more what's going on with the Galila.